What's up, Hoop fans? This is Zach the Flyer here today. Today we are playing NBA 2K24. We are on My NBA Eras, and we are going to play through KG's career as a Timberwolf. We're in the Kobe era right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this roster. Going up here, we have Kevin Garnett, the big ticket himself, along with Wally Szczerbiak, Rasha Nesterovic, Troy Hudson. Here we are. We're going to see how this season goes as is. And we might do some rebuilding. We're going to make sure that KG is a championship winner by the end of his tenure here in Minnesota. For those of you who don't know, KG his only ring is with Boston, and that is after the Timberwolves traded him the 07-08 season, immediately won in Boston. So here we go. This is going to be our first season here with KG in the 203 Minnesota Timberwolves. Here we are. So with this season, we're looking kind of to just play it out, see how it goes. This season after, Timberwolves add Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, some other names in the roster is actually quite night and day. I'll put up this roster side by side. We're looking maybe to do something similar, just to see where we're at with that. But first, let's just play through our first regular season game. They win. Oh, we already have a trade proposal. Joe Smith had 6 points in his first game here in Minnesota, had 10 the year before. He just had 11 this game, 9 the year before. I think Tony Kukoc is part of this. We're going to accept this trade offer. Well, after the Kukoc trade, also Brandon Ollie, really nice, traded away Joe Smith, amongst others. But now we have Brandon at point, Szczerbiak at 2, Kukoc at 3, KG 4, Nesterovic at 5, and off the bench, we have a 10-man rotation that consists of Gary Trent Jr., Strickland, Ollie, Peeler, and Hudson. A lot of guys playing the point, but that's okay, at least for now. Let's see how they do against the Magic. Also quite well. Now 2 losses in a row. We'll see what happens there. We're going to simulate through this season. I'll let you know if any big moments change here. So here we are, getting closer to the trade deadline, and the Warriors have proposed this to me. Rasha Nesterovic and Terrell Brandon for Eric Dampier and Adonal Foyle. I don't know if I need Adonal Foyle, and I don't know if I need to trade away Terrell Brandon. But I'm wondering if they would do just a straight-up swap for Nesterovic and Dampier. If you look at Nesterovic and his stats, he's getting 7 and 8. Not terrible for a starting center as to share the floor with Kevin Garnett. Eric Dampier, similar numbers, doesn't have to share the floor with Kevin Garnett. But here's this kicker, right? He's already planning on trading Nesterovic because of this. His morale is extremely down. 3 frowning faces for Nesterovic. He is fed up with how things are going. We're going to edit this offer. We're going to remove Brandon, remove Foyle. Now we can't quite trade them straight up because Dampier's contract is worth more. Should have saw that coming. So who else can we trade in addition? We're going to discard changes. We're going to decline the offer for now. That's an intriguing offer. I might try something similar. Szczerbiak is back. He was injured earlier. It was supposed to be 4 to 6 months. I guess he came back a lot earlier than that. Szczerbiak, last time I checked, was not very happy. However, he is content. So what has Szczerbiak been doing since he is content with how things going? Just played on the 27th, got 19 points. He's been doing well recently. He only missed 2 months. They said he was supposed to mix 4 to 6. That was very misconceiving on 2K's part. He had an injury that's supposed to last much longer. Let's see how they do against Dallas. This is the trade deadline. Oh, and I simmed past anyway. This is not good. No trades, I guess, this year. That is a total mistake on my part. But it looks like we have a solid roster going forward. The only issue is Nesterovic. He's an expiring contract. I don't see why you can't just cut him and maybe move KG to the 5. That's my honest reaction to the Rasho Nesterovic beef. I mean, how did he play in this game? He had 7 and 11. I think if this continues, we might see Nesterovic go away. Simulate this game. Still not doing great. Yeah, I think Nesterovic might just have to go during All-Star break. That's my only reaction to that. So win against Philly. Another loss to Houston. Zerbiak's playing well. Oh, I don't see KG on the box score. Is he injured? Oh, this is huge. 4 to 6 weeks. I think when he returns, Nesterovic is gone. That's all I can say about that. And he would have been an All-Star too. We look at the All-Star participants. Yeah, KG was there. He was a starter. He's going to miss it because of this back injury. That's huge. They're going to miss him. And the Timberwolves are currently 6. Half a game behind the Lakers. A strong Lakers team. So I guess nothing to pout about. You know, you have Kobe and Shaq. This is literally the Kobe era. We're going to see how this team does without KG, and how am I going to remedy for that? Honestly, I think we move Zerbiak back to the 3, and Kukoc is going to play the 4. That's the great thing about when we traded Kukoc is he can play both of these positions. Let's see how this rotation works out. I think it works out quite well. We're going to be a 10-man rotation also with Slater. Minutes are all green. Look at that. Well, this is what it's going to have to do. I'll let you know what happens when KG returns. 2 wins in a row now. Now, how did they get these? Zerbiak leading the way, it appears. I mean, he's the next best. Oh, KG returns, and they just poured on the Nuggets. Wow. Oh, so that means Kukoc is playing some 6-man action. Maybe that's the way to go. Because how much did he have here in this last game? He had 27 off the bench. Oh, that is so huge. Let's see how they play against the Pistons here. Oh, they lose by 20. Yeah, maybe you want Kukoc in the lineup. He scored as much as Nesterovic, which isn't great here. Oh, and Gary Trent outplayed Lauren Woods is upset. God, I wish I hadn't accidentally simmed past the trade deadline. Because in my mind, Nesterovic is gone, and we're going to play KG at the 5. That's my reaction to this information. I mean, Lauren Woods, he's nothing crazy either, although he's still on contract for a few more years. Yeah, goodbye, Rasho. KG is starting. It's just what's best for team chemistry right now. And he had an expiring contract. He didn't want to be here. So, wow, this team looks a lot better. Now with Kukoc and Zerbiak in the same lineup as KG, both playing forward positions now. KG at center, also a new thing. Let's see how this goes. Huge win over the Blazers. Now we're a game ahead of the Kings. All right. And we're playing some pretty competitive teams going forward. These last 4 games are huge to make a playoff berth. Oh, and the last win. Okay. Ooh, does that clinches us a playoff berth. Now it's just, are we going to be 6th seed or the 7th seed? Do we want to play the Warriors or the Spurs? I would rather play the Warriors at this point in time. But honestly, a playoff berth, you're happy with that. Looks like that's who we're playing. Shaq, of course, league MVP, 30 and 13. Jeez Louise, 3 blocks and a steal. I mean, he might be Defensive Player of the Year. Yao Ming, Rookie of the Year, of course. Another big like Shaq. Christian Laettner, 6th Man of the Year, former Timberwolf. I've actually been to a Christian Laettner camp twice in my youth. Let's see, Kevin Garnett, Defensive Player over Shaq. That's huge. He must have gotten a bunch of defensive boards a game. He did have more boards than Shaq. Ricky Davis, most improved. How much did he improve? Yeah, by 13 points a game. Yeah, he deserves it. Popovich, of course, coach of the year. One of the better coaches of this generation. 5 chips with the Spurs. Of course, not at this point in time in this alternative timeline stream, but in real life, of course, he has 5. There's KG, he makes all team second. That's great considering, he was injured. And he's behind some greats. I mean, these are Hall of Famers in Tim Duncan, Dirk, Shaq, and their teams did better. So I understand why he's all second team. All defensive first team, of course, that comes with being defensive player of the year. Maybe we could pull off an upset here in the first round. Oh, is Serbiak hurt? I think he's going to get traded in this offseason. He's injured. He's unhappy. This is just not a good situation all around. That's just my honest reaction. Felipe Lopez is a shooting guard who we can probably move to the 3. And he might get some minutes. Kendall Gill, maybe? Oh, yeah. There he is, Felipe Lopez, getting minutes over Slater, which is just fine. What we would also need to do is move Trent. No, we don't need to move Trent at all. Wonderful, because KG's playing center. Similarly to that game. Oh, there we go. KG 31 and 18 in the first game. Yeah, that's huge. All right. Next game. Another win. Arenas did great. But KG did better. All right, this is a huge upset. Let's go through the next game. Another win over Golden State. KG. And then Gary Trent as a reliever doing well as well. Arenas and Richardson. Good backcourt. All right, let's send through this game. Can't get the sweep despite KG having 40 and 20. That is an insane stat line. But Golden State had 3 players with 20 or more. Antoine Jameson in the front court, improving that duo in Arenas and Richardson, of course. It's hard to overcome. Terrell Brandon is hurt. That's definitely put a damper on things. Oh, and Gary Trent is hurt. I think we're going to have Gary Trent play through the pain. Hate to say it. That would not fly in today's NBA due to load management. But, of course, it is the early 2000s, so we can do what we want. Terrell Brandon, we're going to limit your minutes because you are injured. KG, we're going to give you more. That looks balanced. We get the win. No, Golden State is not giving up. I almost wonder, do we do a smaller rotation? I mean, do these guys need minutes? Ollie, Lopez, Gill? That's what I'm wondering. It's hard to play through injury. There's no getting around it. It's just the reality. Kukoc is fatigued. All these starters are fatigued. Let's reset the rotation. Gee, I just don't know. Yeah, we're going to have Gary Trent play through injury. Computer, listen to me. Troy Hudson starting, I think, makes sense. Let's give Brandon less minutes, KG more. Let's just put it away, Timberwolves. Of course. Now, how did that... 27, almost a triple-double for KG. Kukoc, 3 from 4 from outside. Even Felipe Lopez wasn't even getting minutes really all season until we needed him for this playoff series. 1 for 1 for 3. He's going to be a big part, I think, as a role player in this rebuild. Nothing too crazy from this team other than Jason Richardson. Arenas really had a tough game. Now the winner of Dallas with the Clippers. And it is Dallas. Oh, Dirk is going to be hard to stop in this game. Or in this series, excuse me. 46 and 16. That is out of this world, outlandish. Now, I say you put Defensive Player of the Year on him. Dirk is being guarded by none other than Kevin Garnett in this series. Send through the first game. Minnesota wins. Dirk is limited to 38 and 15. I say limited to. I mean, he just had 46 in the last game. That's less than 4. Still a lot. KG, 42 and 16. Yeah, this is going to be the battle of the bigs. No doubt about it. All right, game 2. Another win for the Wolves. Maybe they win it in year 1. We just end the sim early. I don't know. KG, another big game. 39 and 20. Terrell Brandon at age 32. 21 points. Yeah, Dirk is being limited. KG's locked him up. That's all I'm saying. But still, a nice backcourt for the Mavericks. Steve Nash and Nick Van Exel. Big time. What is KG averaging? He's averaging 32 points in this playoffs. 5 points above what he did in the regular season. Huge output from him. That's all I can really say. So now we go through game 3. And another win. Oh, this is huge. A 30-point game from KG. 22 from Dirk. All right. Can we get the sweep, though? No, we can't. Just like the last series. Yeah, and it was just like the last series. 3 players with 20 points or more. That is the formula to beat the Timberwolves, I guess, in elimination games. You get 3 players to score 20 points or more. Easier said than done. Apparently, these teams are finding ways to do it. Oh, and KG is hurt. Oh, that is tough. Maybe we don't need him guarding Dirk. Maybe that is why he's fatigued. So now we have Kukoc guarding him. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Now Nowitzki's outscoring Garnett, so we have Kukoc. I think how we remedy this. We have KG play power forward. Kukoc play small forward. We're going to have... See, Gary Trent is hurt too. Wow. We're going to just switch Trent and KG. We're going to see how this goes. Hey, Timberwolves in conference finals. They actually don't make it to the conference finals till the year after. This is just a team that has overcome the odds. It's the 7th seed in the Western Conference Finals. KG with a 40-point game. That'll do it. Now they're playing the 2 best team. One of these teams is, they're the 2 best teams in the league. And that's who they have to play in round 2. And it's the Spurs, led by Coach of the Year, Greg Popovich. It was either you play the Coach of the Year or you play MVP. I don't know how you pick your poison there, being perfectly honest with you. And we're in the Western Conference Finals already. I was not expecting this so soon. I was expecting maybe in year 2, not so much year 1. Let's see how this goes. Game 1. Timberwolves win. Wow, KG 42 and 18. Did not expect this. Wow, they are just outperforming everybody. Wow, game 2, another win. KG 46 and 18. They're doing this without Wally Szczerbiak, the 2nd star player, and that Kukoc trade within the first week has really helped out this team. Now we're gonna have Kukoc off the bench. Let's see how that works. Yeah, it did not work out so hot. Should not have changed game. KG 49 points. He's averaging 35 points in the playoffs, 8 points more in the regular season. Steven Jackson is playing super well. I don't think Peeler needs to be starting. I hate to say it. That is just the reality. See how we go into game. Oh no. Choke City. What is happening? KG might need to be guarding Tim Duncan, is what I'm hearing, despite being injured. And he's doing all this through injury. That is what is impressing me with KG this year, playing through injury. Now with KG on Duncan. Man. Yep, Timberwolves have been eliminated. And I feel like Spurs champions, hey, that's nothing to frown upon. Now this is a huge offseason. I think this is the year. Look at these retirements. Stockton, Elijah Wan, Reggie Miller, Ron Strickland. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Of course, Michael Jordan's retirement. Jerry Sloan with Jazz. Yeah, Hall of Fame, Hakeem, Stockton, and MJ. Yeah, those are some huge names in the 90s. Oh, so here's the issue. We can't trade Zerbiak because he's a free agent and he's not signing back. Yeah, we really needed to trade him at the deadline last year. But we can trade a few other guys. Like Terrell Brandon and Lauren Woods. Let's see what we can get. All right, so here's the first blockbuster trade of the summer. Kukoc, he's getting up there in age, huge contributor, did better than last year. But same with Terrell Brandon. But Antonio McDyess is young. Jason Williams is young. We're getting younger by this trade. I like where this is going. Now here we are in the NBA draft. LeBron, of course, first pick, but with the Magics, they won the lottery here. Cleveland gets Bosh. Wow, you had D-Wade or Melo, but you picked Bosh. Melo in Utah. That happens a lot in these sims. Dwayne Wade to New York. Well, that's huge. Michael Sweetney to Milwaukee. All right, well, we're going to sim our pick. See who's left. Josh Howard. And with the 18th pick, the Timberwolves, we drafted Josh Howard. Might not be a contributor. Oh, David West ended up being a better overall than Josh Howard. Well, you win some, you lose some. Josh Howard, you were Timberwolf. Now we're getting into free agency. Qualifying offers, we don't have any. All right. Really don't have the cap. Sign anybody. Looks like we can bring back Zerbiak. I think that'd be huge. I think we would just move him anyway. We have the bird on him, that's why. Even though he said he wouldn't re-sign with us. I say we sign one mid-level free agent and we bring back the guys that we can on the bird. So we need a shooting guard, is what I'm getting out of this. No major upgrades. We could get Kevin Ollie back. I say why not? Even though we don't have Bird on him, but he was part of the team. Helps with team chemistry. Now our three other guys on Bird rights. Is he interested? Of course he is. Wheeler, he's interested. Felipe Lopez. We're agreeing to this. Agreeing to that. Not a huge, crazy free agency, but that's just the way it is. We can afford Earl Boykins, one of the shortest players in recent NBA history, 5'5". Don't think we're going to pursue him, but that's very cool that we could if we wanted to. Bringing in Tyrone Hill. Oh, we offered him a contract. Don't expect him to be in the lineup, but he'd be a good replacement for KG in case he gets injured. Could use another point guard just in case. With another point guard in mind, Luke Ridnour wasn't picked up by anybody. In this draft, it appears. Yes, you are a Timberwolf. He actually would be later in his career. So now here we are. Jason Williams, Troy Hudson, Luke Ridnour, Felipe Lopez. All right, this team isn't leaps and bounds better than they were last year on paper by any stretch of the imagination. But I think with everybody healthy, some team chemistry, we can make a really competitive run with this team. Yeah, like I said, this team isn't really better on paper. But maybe a little more chemistry going forward. We're actually playing some young guys in Luke Ridnour and Josh Howard in the rotation this season. Interesting to see how they mesh with the rest of this group. Now we're playing the Spurs, who we lost to. Oh, we need to use the global game plan. Oh, and they lose by 5. Garnett had a triple-double, though. Can't be upset with him. But just outplayed by the other team. Rasha Nesterovic actually joins the Spurs the next year, which is interesting. Oh, man, he's fed up already. We only played the first game, Rasha. Nobody can make Rasha Nesterovic happy, I think, is the moral of this story. Can we trade Zerbiak yet? Can't be traded till February 1st. He's going to be a trade deadline type. All right, Raptors. KG flirts the triple-double. Supersonics. KG 25 double-double apiece. Jeez. All right, KG. Calm down. Oh, but Zerbiak is injured. Yeah, he's injury prone and he's unhappy. I think he needs to pack his bags. So now we're at the trade deadline. 14 and 24, if I'm not mistaken. 17-27. Oh, and KG is hurt. And Zerbiak can't be traded. Let's see who can. So we have some solid players in Williams and Hudson. Let's see what kind of packages who we can make. McDice is a little unsettled. I like Troy Hudson a lot. I don't think we're going to move on with him. We have McDice and Howard and Gill. Let's see what we can get out of this. Ray Allen. Oh, that would be huge. I don't even think I have to think twice on this. Welcome to the team, Ray Allen. Okay. This team does not have a big man. That is an issue. Or at least for a couple weeks. With KG being out. Ray Allen is a huge addition to this team. Can Zerbiak play the 4? He can for a little bit. And Ray Allen, oh, look at that. Hudson play the 2. This will have to do until KG returns. Will Ray Allen save this team? Wow, looks like he will. Yeah, 38 in his first game as Timberwolf. Of course he will. Tough second game. But no KG. Just gonna hurt this team for a while. 6 games behind a playoff berth. And KG's hurt at All-Star break again. Oh, no he's not. He is going to return. Let's see how the rest of the season shakes up. I have faith in this team as a dark horse getting in. If not, next year, with the core that we have, I don't see what's stopping this team, really. Let's just simulate to the rest of the season. What happens, happens. And yeah, let's build a competitive team next year. At the end of the season, we aren't going to have a winning record. 2 games left. We're 36 and 44. But I will say we made a blockbuster trade in getting Ray Allen. Zerbiak, we're on the fence with him. We might have to move him. Maybe we'll get a center out of the deal, maybe to relieve KG. But we have Troy Hudson and Jason Williams as well, also playing huge roles. Let's see how we do. We win one of these last 2 games. Kobe Bryant, MVP, after Shaq being the MVP last year. We have LeBron as Rookie of the Year. Jamal Crawford, 6th man. Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year, of course. Carlos Boozer, Most Improved. Somehow ended up in Detroit. Did he get traded there? No, must have signed. Rick Adelman, Coach of the Year at the Kings. All right. Where does KG? He's all-team 2nd. Nothing to complain about. He's behind Shaq. Is he on the all-defensive team? No. That you could be a little offended with. So who was winning the finals in 2004 in this sim? The Lakers over the Bucks. Shaq. in real life, this is his last year at the Lakers. We'll see if that happens in this sim. Oakley and Malone retire. Pippen retires. Patrick Ewing retires. Divac retires. David Robinson retires. That is right. The Charlotte Bobcats are being added. So one of our players might end up getting drafted in the expansion draft with the Bobcats. Timberwolves get the 10th pick. Maybe we could trade up for someone like the likes of Dwight Howard. Wouldn't that be something? Now we have the expansion draft. Who are we protecting? All but one. And that's Irvin Johnson. Not to be confused with Magic Johnson. No, this is Irvin Johnson, who would actually play on the Timberwolves in the 03-04 season by way of trade. We did the same thing in this sim. See, look at this team. There are some tools to play with here. Absolutely. All right, now here's the expansion draft. Corey Maggette, first pick. Wow, how is he not unprotected? Leitner, Muhammad. Okay, young guy, Delfino. Blake, another young guy. Atkins, service point guard. Mim, another young guy, of course. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely... Oh, Kendall Gill, former Timberwolf. Well, it looks like Irvin Johnson was not selected. That was the move, because he's a low-rated guy, but he's $4 million. So not as... And he's up there in age as well, so not as attractive to a team like an expansion Bobcats. Let's see what we can do here on draft night. See if we can shake things up. Maybe ship Serbiak for a higher pick. Let's find out. Now this is an interesting trade. Wally Zerbiak and Troy Hudson for Paul Pierce and Tony Delk. KG, Pierce, and Allen end up in Boston in 2007-2008 season. But what if they end up all in Minnesota, 04-05? I don't see why we don't try this. And then we still have our 10th pick. Now Paul Pierce, KG, Ray Allen. You have a guy like Tony Delk coming off the bench. Thing is you're the Timberwolves, you need a center. So KG doesn't have to. That is the only grievance going forward. Because Irvin Johnson, of course, is not the answer. What can you get for Irvin Johnson, the 10th overall pick? Nazir Muhammad, who just got sent to the Bobcats. They have no issue trading him. Donyell Marshall. Lonzo Mourning. Bobby Jackson. Just another point guard coming out of nowhere. We need the depth, and he's a Minnesota guy. I see no issue in trading for Bobby Jackson, for Irvin Johnson. We want to win this year. Reasonably. Maybe you find a big guy in free agency. That's all I'm saying. Looking at free agency, you see a Danny Fortson, who you might have to compete with who we actually want. We give him a player option in his third year. Maybe he'll like us over some of those other teams. And that appears to be the case. Using all the mid-level exception money we have on him, bring back Gary Trent on the minimum. Felipe Lopez also on the minimum. Now we look at this team and I go, okay, maybe you can play KG at the 5, considering Fortson's at 4. He's kind of undersized. I don't think you could play him at the 5. Looks like you can. He's an undersized big. That is the way we'll play him. This is looking like a solid team. Another just-in-case power forward, of course. Lonnie Baxter. You are a Timberwolf. Congratulations. Let's see how the team progresses here. So Ray Allen, he's only down because I moved him back. Danny Fortson down. He's moving back. Jackson's just getting older. That's why he's getting down. All right. This team looks much better on paper than the year before. That is what we'll say, for sure. So now here we are with a season opener against the Bobcats. How fortunate are we? It looks like we don't have a backup, really. I think Felipe Lopez, backup big, I should say. Lopez, we're moving you back to the 1, we'll say, even though you played the 2 before. That looks much better. Yeah, here we are. Jason Williams, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, KG, and Danny Fortson. Against the expansion franchise, yeah, blow them out. I sure hope so. Led by the Wall Dang, the Charlotte Bobcats. Must have been their draft pick. And they lose to the Rockets second game. Not a great look for this team. After 6 games, 3-3, we'll see how we are at the trade deadline. At the trade deadline, this Minnesota Timberwolves team, second in the Western Conference, actually tied for first. 31-14 with the Denver Nuggets. This is the best this team has looked since we've done this rebuild. Yeah, Paul Pierce playing well. Ray Allen, KG. I don't even know if there's a trade to be made. Bobby Jackson, maybe we shop him, see what we can get. Nothing crazy in trade offers. Just look at, 3-point guard rotation. You wish you maybe had, you have Gary Trent at center, backing up Fortson. I think that's okay, really. Unless you're expecting to get some kind of upgrade. What can you get for Bobby Jackson and Danny Fortson? Sam Cassell, who actually becomes a Timberwolf later, actually on that Celtics team as well with KG and Pierce and Allen. Well, perhaps it's not worth it right now to change the good thing this team has going for them. Run our test for Paul Pierce? No. I've seen it offered before. We're not taking it. Trade deadline. Well, we might as well stop. Now this is huge. Jason Williams and Lonnie Baxter for Rasheed Wallace. Imagine Rasheed Wallace and KG on the same court playing together. Huge deadline. Ooh. Risky. I know. But now, do you have Rasheed play center? Yes. So now we have Bobby Jackson, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Rasheed Wallace. Let's see how they do. Only a game left, and we're tied with the Nuggets. And we just have to beat the sorry Charlotte Bobcats just to have a hope at the first seed. And they beat them. And we're first in the conference. KG wins MVP. That is huge. That's his first MVP in this sim. Of course, Dwight Howard, Rookie of the Year. Curry, 6-man. And they had Jamal Crawford the year before. Huge for the Bulls. Tim Duncan, defensive player. Dwayne Wade, most improved. It's 28 a game. What did he have his rookie season? 19. Well-deserved, Dwayne. Well, look at that. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, KG, Tim Duncan. Wow. Dwayne Wade outplaying LeBron, it looks like, in this sim. Chris Bosh, Carmelo. Where's LeBron? Third team. Well, that draft class is certainly making their presence known in the league, as they did in real life. I just didn't really see him in year 2. That's how it would shake up. And KG's not on a defensive team again this year, despite being MVP. Oh, and we play Memphis in the first round. This is just a huge, huge series. Game 1, Wolves win. Rasheed Wallace and KG leading the team, with Pau Gasol leading the Grizzlies. Game 2, another win. Paul Pierce leading the team this time. Battier for the Grizzlies, or Battier, excuse me. KG triple-double, can't complain. We stick with this lineup. Yeah, another win. Pau Gasol. Ray Allen for the Timberwolves with 35. KG another triple-double. Wow. All right, a sweep. That is the first time in this Sims history that we've swept a team in the first round, or any round for that matter. All right, now the Rockets. We're going to adjust the game plan a little bit. Not that anything really changed here with the game plan. Rockets. Well, they have Yao Ming, but who else? Who else do the Rockets have in this sim that make them such a powerhouse, apparently? Oh, of course, Steve Francis. Yes. And in real life, former Timberwolf Michael Candy off the bench. All right, game one. It's a win. Ray Allen and KG leading the way. KG flirting with a triple-double. What's he averaging? 19, 13, and 9 playoffs. I mean, that is Coutinho Mobley. I guess I didn't see you when looking through the roster, but yeah, leading the team. Kyle Korver off the bench. Here's a fun tidbit. Real life, Kyle Korver gets traded from the Philadelphia 76ers to the Utah Jazz for some cash that the Sixers end up using for a fax machine. How embarrassing is that? He goes on to actually have a great career, and actually even an all-star in the 2014-2015 season with the Atlanta Hawks. But yeah, dirty man Kyle Korver. Then through another game. Win. Ray Allen leading the way yet again. Tony Delk off the bench. Wow. That was a good move in this offseason. I was really hesitant at first, but not complaining now. Another win, let's hope. No, I spoke too soon. Yeah, KG has a big game, though. Let's see how game 4 goes. There we go. I just need to not jinx us by almost saying that their game is won. Okay. Last adjustments going into this game. All right, back to the conference finals. We play the Denver Nuggets. This isn't going to be easy. How does last game go with the Rockets before you? Okay. Coach adjustments. How does this game 1 go? Win. KG coming up clutch despite Gilbert Arenas. One just berserk. Win game 2. Paul Pierce doing quite well, along with Ray Allen. And now we have KG yet flirting with triple-double yet again. But Denver takes this game. Gilbert Arenas is just insane in this sim. Just pulling up a 43-point game. Yeah, Bobby Jackson is both fatigued and he's cold. Not a good sign for a guy who has to guard Gilbert Arenas. But they take game 4. Gilbert Arenas still playing quite well. But now Ray Allen leading the team for the Wolves. Let's see if we can make the first NBA Finals appearance with this team. And they do. And now they play the Wizards in the finals. Let's see how game 1 goes. It's a win. Okay. KG with a triple-double game 1. Game 2. Another win. KG coming in clutch yet again with Rasheed Wallace and Ray Allen behind him. Game 3. Do I hear maybe a sweep? Oh, geez, I shouldn't say that too soon, but 39-point game and 35 from Ray Allen. We're going to go hit Simcast, see if we can celebrate.
Narrows it to a one-possession game. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now. Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. Pierce.
Paul Pierce with the miss. I mean, how are the Wizards getting back into this game
Here's the screen.
with 15 seconds left?
Pass to Jeffers. Pocket 6. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Stackhouse.
Oh, and a miss. And the Timberwolves.
New NBA champions.
Harlan says it best. They are the new NBA champions, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Champion on the road is something else.
MVP trophy to KG. Yeah, well deserved. That's what it's all about, this sim. Congratulations, the Timberwolves have won the championship. Yeah, no doubt. Finals MVP, KG. 27 points, 12 boards, 5 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, 50% from 3. Absolutely well deserved. Well, thank you for watching today's video. Always appreciate it. Wow, I still can't believe year 3 after missing the playoffs the year before, KG taking the Larry O'Brien Trophy with the Timberwolves. Thanks for watching, and continue to watch Zach the Flyer.